Greenwood High School.
Yeah.
And he comes over and gives me a hat. Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so maybe it's just that microphone. Maybe there's just too much wind out there. No audio scored away. Chaparrals. What would be different? We had the same exact setup on Wednesday. So that's interesting, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, okay. Still nothing? Happened. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. I mean, it's coming through now. Okay. Let's see how much room we have. What do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good there, Lucas? Well, I was holding it right to my mouth, so that would explain it. All right, ready? We good? All right. Yes? Yes, okay. All right, we're here in the Grassland Dairy pregame show. Grassland Dairy, exciting and rewarding career opportunities available now at grasslanddairy.com. We're here with Marshfield Chaparrals General Manager. Is that all right?
President.
Whatever
you want to call
El
me.
Presidente, Jason Goode, and we're going to learn a little bit more about the Chaparrals today. First, Jason, just tell us how long you've been with the organization here.
This is the 7th year now. This is the 7th year I've been with the Chaps. I've been obviously a fan for longer than that, but Adam Sievert and I joined seventh year now with Dale Pritzel and Eric Pritzel had asked us to join, and we've loved it since.
Yeah, obviously we've had a little bit of a late start this year, but I think everybody watching at home understands why that is. But just talk about maybe some of the people that have helped and what it's taken to get this thing off the ground in a year like this.
Yeah, exactly. Plus with new managers, Luke and Jason are new managers. Board members, all the board members we have, and our officers, Danny and Adam and I. Obviously, the schedule came together late. And we have sponsors, game sponsors. It's tough to throw everything together in 3 days, but we did. We got it done, and it's pretty fortunate to be where we're at.
Yeah, well, we're happy to be here. We feel fortunate as well to help broadcast Chaparrals. Again, every Chaparrals game this year broadcast live right here at Zaleski Sports. Obviously, it takes a little bit of cash, a little bit of sponsors, a little bit of community participation to get in here. And I know you want to talk about some of those folks. Just go ahead and tell us everybody else that's involved in making this thing happen.
Yeah, thank you. There's a lot that people don't see. Like I said, Adam Sievert and I joined 7 years ago, and we knew right away that we needed a guy to talk. Danny Leonard is a friend of ours, and he's the guy. He's the voice of the Chaps, and us three are the officers still. I'm thankful from a personal standpoint. I'm thankful to have those guys as my partners in crime here. And help. We have the same vision, the same likes and dislikes, and we enjoy what we're doing here. And before that, Dale Pritzel, Eric Pritzel were doing this, and they stepped aside and let us in. I'm thankful I could lean on those guys anytime we needed something. Aside from, on the other half of Dan and Adam is the other half, and Connie Leonard and Michelle Murphy they love the Chaps, and they've been supporting this forever. They kind of sometimes they help. They'll help concessions. They'll help do whatever we need. Sometimes they got to sacrifice at night because but they enjoy it. And I'm thankful for them for helping us out.
Yeah.
About 5-6 years ago, we had some super fans here. Gavin McKiskey, Becky McKiskey, Devin McKiskey, our bad boy, Callie McKiskey. The McKiskey family, Gavin and Becky are also board members. They're just super nice people. They go to every game. They help. They love the Chaps. They love baseball. They love being outside. Having Devin as a bat boy is great. Guys love Devin. So I'm thankful to have them along with us. Sarah Krieger is another board member. Jim and Sarah Krieger are, they're staples in the town here. Sarah helps out with concessions. She does everything with youth hockey, Legion baseball. She was doing all that stuff, and we're fortunate to have Sarah working with us, and even Jim. I think it was only 4 years ago. Jim, he was a former Chaps player, and I think he threw on some cleats and jumped in and played a game with John Safford, who I'm also thankful to have because he's a former member and former player, and he's a board member now. And John brings a lot of good business mindset to us. And he doesn't get to come to every games because he's got a small young family, but he's out. He's involved. He helps out a lot, and he's fortunate to have John on our team as well. Steve Pills, as you know, Steve Pills. Bobby was playing with us for a long time. Steve Pills is a board member. Stephen Bunn would come to games. We're thankful.
So right behind home plate.
Yeah. And, Steve is so creative with his writing, and he does such a good job. Steve is a board member because he brings the right good mentality to our board. And I think I could be wrong, I think they made 59 straight consecutive Chaps games, and home and away.
Yeah, right.
But we're fortunate and thankful to have Steve as a board member with us as well. Pam Krause, Pam sits behind home plate selling tickets. We're thankful to have Pam with us. She loves the Chaps. She loves being outside. She's helped us a ton. She's also a board member. Tom Bry from the neighborhood bar.
Yep.
Big supporter. Can't say enough about Tom. He'll do anything for us. He helps out with our concessions, buying stuff. Tom will do anything for us. So it's good to have support like that from them. Like I said before, we had new coaches. It's the Wirtz and Kurth show this year, but Justin Rayburn and Sam Schwannebeck are just classy men.
Yeah,
and
they owe a lot to them, probably.
No doubt about it. They're long staples in the Chaps. Great guys, great athletes, and And even on top of that, you can ask any umpire or any sport official. They're just classy guys. They're great guys. We miss them, but we understand what they're doing. They had to. We agree with what they're doing. Pittsfield River Bandits. And actually, Adam had a competition plaque made up, so it's going to be good.
There we go.
When we play the
I like
Bandits,
that. I like that.
We got a couple friends, Sam Jersley, Jessica Jersley, and they bring Jackson to the games all the time. Their son Jackson, and they're friends that would jump in and help out at any time. You know, they have helped, and we get pretty busy here, and maybe sometimes it's a lack of organization on my part, but they'll always jump in and help with whatever we need done. It's like Harley Meyer is another one. He's a game sponsor, but for the Citizen State Bank of Loyal. But Harley's another guy that just will help out with whatever you need done, and he'll just get it helped out. And it's great. We're thankful to have people like that helping. Alex Bartman. He's an official, and you know, Alex is great. He's fun. He's great. He's taking care of our umping crew this year, and it's just organizing all that. And people, you know, you don't see what it takes, you know. And it's good to have, and it's good to have Alex helping us out, and obviously we're thankful to have that in our pocket. The last couple of years we had some ladies helping us: Mackenzie Tobin, Mackenzie Schwabe, Laura Boudreau. Some girls that would come out and help, because as we keep getting bigger and doing more things and games in between innings, you need help. And I don't know how it's going to be this year. We're going to back off on a few things for some obvious reasons, but we'll see where it goes from there. Kevin Granquist is a new member of the Shaps. He's been running scoreboard. I'm thankful to have Kevin helping us out. He donates some prizes throughout the year too as well. So Kevin's been new with us. Dan Rogers is another local veteran that helps us out a ton. And a number of years ago we started that military appreciation night with the helicopter flying, and Dan and I kind of kicked some tires around a little bit, and all of a sudden Dan just spearheads that. Now he takes off with it, and we enjoy having Dan with us doing stuff like that. There's two fans that are always at every game. They donate. You know, they're donors, and they help us, and they're friends. And Scott and Connie Loken probably don't want me thanking them, but because they're just quiet. But I'm thankful to have Scott and Connie helping us out with stuff like this, and they support us through thick and thin. A couple of the guys you see in the stands out there, Corey Schutz, Cody Golden, just good, fun guys. They'll help us out with a number of different things, maybe put on a mascot. They're good, fun guys that just sit in the stands, and I don't think Corey's here tonight, but I'm thankful to have those guys helping us out. Lucius Messerschmidt, Ryan Metz, longtime Chap players. I'm thankful to have those guys helping us out. Lucius is here tonight.
Yep, saw him earlier.
Metzi might be coming.
Okay.
Longtime players, they jump in and help whatever we need. And for that matter, the Messerschmidt and Metz family. You always see them sitting there. They nice catch.
Almost.
They're always supporting us with everything that we do. Obviously, our sponsors are thankful to have sponsors every year, and most importantly, Zaleski Sports.
Well, thank you.
We've grown as like you've grown. We've supported you over the years, and every year you work harder, you do more, you work more. Now you got your name all over the field. You got your name out there, name out here. I mean, we're thankful to have Zaleski Sports helping us along with this and covering it. So, I don't know. I could probably talk all night, but I think balls are coming in hot here.
They are, aren't they? Kind of rapid fire here.
Sorry to blabber around all night.
No, it's good, and you know we enjoy it. You know, it was somebody earlier today, you know, asking about things, how are things going, and the conversation got to work, and I'm like, listen, I'm at a baseball game, man. It's not work, but still, there is a lot of hard work, and we appreciate you seeing that and letting us do the different things we do, and like I said, including every game this week. You'll be home again. By the way, I should say, come on down to Hackman tonight. We've still got 10 minutes to first pitch. Come on down. Social distancing is encouraged. Bring your own chair, sit wherever you want, and distance yourself to your own pleasure. Home again on Wednesday. And then on the road Sunday at Minocqua. So we're looking forward to going up to Minocqua.
Yeah, you bet.
One of our favorite places to go, but we'll happen to be at a baseball game on Sunday while we're there too.
Hopefully the weather plays along with us.
Yeah, so that's the upcoming schedule we've got going on. But tonight, Marshfield Chaparrals and Medford Moondogs. First pitch, again, about 7-8 minutes from now. Marshfield Chaparrals president and just all-around good guy, Jason Goode. Thanks for stopping by and talking to us today. You got it. Grassland Dairy pregame show. We'll wrap it up here. Grassland Dairy. Exciting, rewarding career opportunities available now at grasslanddairy.com. We'll be back for the first pitch right after this. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood. Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, nasonvilledairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's US Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Taqueria El Sol sirve la comida mexicana más auténtica en Wisconsin Central. Taqueria El Sol está en Marshfield, en Avenida South Central y calle 17. Está abierta cada día. Taqueria El Sol prepara salsa y guacamole cada día. y tiene un menú con muchas recetas familiares de México.
Taquería El Sol tiene una tienda de comestibles también. Se venden comidas mexicanas secas, refrigeradas y congeladas para ayudarle a servir la comida mexicana, la más auténtica en Wisconsin Central. Taquería El Sol en la avenida South Central en Marshfield.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
All right, everybody, welcome back. There we go. Welcome back to Jack Hackman Field as we get ready for Marshfield Chaparrals taking on the Medford Moondogs today, just about national anthem time here. We'll keep it here. Jason Zaleski alongside Lucas Hoheisel and Brandon Berg as we bring you Marshfield Chaparrals. This is league action, first league game of the night, or of the season, my apologies, for either team. But it's time for the national anthem, so we'll put the microphone up and let you listen to national anthem here from Jack Hackman Field. All right, national anthem completed here again from Jack Hackman Field here in Marshfield this afternoon turning to evening. I guess we'll call it evening right here and right now. Take you through today's starting lineups. First for the visiting Medford Moondogs, playing center field and leading off is Ben Lindgren. Pitching and batting second, number 22, Trent Wobeking. In right field is number 15, Cole Caraba. Shortstop, batting fourth, is number 3, Braden Boy. In left field is number 8, Taylor Shaw. Catching for the Moondogs and batting sixth, number 11, Aiden Gardner. At first base, number 27, Austin Davies. Third base and batting eighth is number 14, Logan Kroplin. And at second base, rounding out the Moondogs lineup, is number 2, Seth Mudgett. For the Marshfield Chaparrals, leading off is center fielder Nate McDonald. Number 7, batting second, left fielder Caleb Krummenacker. Pitching for the Chaparrals today is number 3, Donovan Brandel. Number 23, batting cleanup and playing first base, Victor Gonzales. Second base and manager is Luke Wirtz. Third base and assistant manager, number 33, Jason Goode. In right field, batting seventh is Nick Anderson. Catching for the Chaps is number 44, Sean O'Connell. And rounding out the Chaparrals lineup is shortstop, number 14, Will Lee. So again, the Moondogs go Lindgren, Wobeking, Caraba, Boye, Shaw, Gardner, Davies, Kroplin, Mudgett, Chaparrals, McDonald, Krummenacker, Brandel, Gonzales, Wirtz, Kurth, Anderson, O'Connell, and Lee. No balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Brandel on 3 straight. Sets down Lindgren. So 1 up, 1 down. That brings up number 22. Then the pitcher, Trent Wobeking. Again, still plenty of time to get down to Hackman here today. You did miss first pitch, but you haven't missed anything yet. 1 out here as we play in the top of the first inning. Come down and watch the Chaps take on the Medford Moondogs here today. It's a beautiful night to be outside, a beautiful night for baseball, a beautiful night for anything. And a strike there, pumped in, evens count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Donovan Brandel played first base on Wednesday night. Now pitching. This one rolled to short. Lee across the field to Gonzales in time for the second out. So easy 6-3 put out for the Chaparrals for out number 2. And that brings up right fielder Cole Caraba. But as I was saying, Brandel played first base in the season opener on Wednesday night, now pitching. And many Wisconsin Rapids baseball fans can recall Donnie Brandel pitching, playing first base, and just an all-around fantastic baseball player is Donovan Brandel. Chaparrals happy to have him. And quickly, no balls, 2 strikes to Caraba. Here's the 0-2. And missed outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brandel ready. Here's the 1-2. That one is drilled to right center field. Going back on it is McDonald and makes the catch. In right center field, the speedy Nate McDonald retires Caraba, and it's the final out of the inning as the Moondogs go down in order. No runs, no hits. Chaparrals coming to bat in the bottom of the first after this.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Are you living with a prosthesis that is causing discomfort or pain? You have options, and I'm here to help. Hi, my name is Shai. I'm the owner of Next Step Prosthetics in Marshfield. You have a choice where you go for prosthetic care. My focus and specialty is providing a prosthesis that you enjoy wearing to help you get your life back. Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Let's take the next step together to a better life.
All right, back here to Jack Hackman Field as we take a look at the hood pen and the third base grandstands. Not quite whooping it up yet, but they will as the night goes on. The hood pen gets louder and louder as the night goes on. For the Chaparrals in the bottom of the first, McDonald, Krummenacker, Brandel to lead things off. Chaparrals were 5-2 winners against Everest here on Wednesday night. And Everest played down in Pittsville earlier this afternoon. First pitch down in Pittsville, the River Bandits taking on the Everest Merchants at 1:30. And that game was tied in the 9th inning. The River Bandits came back to tie it up at 5, and then the Merchants exploded for 7 in the top of the 10th, and that was our final score, 12-5. Merchants over the River Bandits. So, okay, what I need more than anything right now, we gotta fix this. Oh, that's the camera back there. So it's working. It is working. Okay. All right. So Brandon's been working this whole camera right now, so we got to stop that. Okay. All right. 2 balls, no strikes to McDonald. Again, Trent Wobbeking pitching for the Moondogs and able to get a strike in on the 3rd pitch. And then he gets hit on the 2-1 pitch, so that'll send the speedy Nate McDonald down to first base. So Krummenacker now will step in, a left fielder. A couple of RBI on Wednesday night from Krummenacker. Throw back to first is late. McDonald able to scurry back. Again, Zaleski Sports is the only place where you can find every Marshfield Chaparrals game here in 2020 as the bunt by Krummenacker goes foul up the 3rd baseline. So, game 2, here we are. As I mentioned during our Grassland Dairy pregame show, be right back here on Wednesday night. First pitch 7 o'clock on Wednesday. And then a week from today on Sunday, 1:30 first pitch at Minocqua. I recommend you go to Minocqua. It's always fun there. But not able to make the long hike up to Minocqua, this is the place right here. So my advice to you is subscribe to the channel. What that happens there is free to subscribe. Just click the subscribe button right on your phone, your computer, tablet, whatever you're watching on now. And then every time we go live, you get a little notification on your phone that says Zaleski Sports is live now, and you won't miss a game. Certainly won't miss the start of a game. No balls, 2 strikes to Krummenacker. Wobbeking reaches for a little bit of dirt. Looks in, checks on McDonald at first and fires home. That's low, and that gets by the catcher Gardner. And McDonald will trot down to second base. Wild pitch charge there to Wobbeking. And now Gardner's going to come out and talk to Wobbeking. I'd say normally he got crossed up, but that was more than a cross-up. That was going to be a pitch not able to be handled no matter what the call was, even if you saw it correctly. It's still going to be tough to get that called right. Now Wobbeking looks at McDonald behind him. This one chopped to second to Mudgett. Over to Davies in time for the out. McDonald moves to third on the 4-3 put out. Strike called on the first offering to Brandel. Wilbeking ready and delivers. That one is inside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the game here. Two balls, 2 strikes now as Wilbeking turns and fires in the dirt. Low runs the count full. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Still no score from Jack Hackman Field. We'll get the scoreboard up for you momentarily. That one fouled back. And Brandel walks. So he works the full count pitch. Actually, full pitch. Let me start that over. Starts down 0-2, works it to full, and then able to get the walk. So runners on the corners now for Victor Gonzales. Again, 1 out here as we play in the bottom of the first inning. Gonzales, victim of a pair of strikeouts back on Wednesday night, and then did get a base hit late in the game. That one is past the catcher, and McDonald will come in on the wild pitch, and the Chaparrals on the board first here in the bottom of the first inning. Brandel moves down to second on the wild pitch. So Chaparral score here in the bottom of the first inning as McDonald hit by pitch, got on first base, over to second on a wild pitch. And later scored on a wild pitch. So McDonald able to work his way around the bases here. Strike there. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm sorry, 2 balls, 1 strike to Gonzales. Again, Krummenacker, the only out of the inning, and that ball was hit to the right side of the infield. That allowed McDonald to move to third. So wild pitch and an out and a wild pitch, and McDonald works his way all around the bases. Talked to McDonald on Wednesday night. He was our Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player of the Game. We talked about that exactly, about being able to work himself around the bases. Did so there without a hit behind him, as Gonzales big swing and a miss for strike 3. Yeah, that's the second out of the inning for the Moondogs. So 2 outs, runner on second is Brandel. That brings up player manager Luke Wirtz. Talked to Chaparral's president Jason Goode in our Grassland Dairy pregame show. We talked about first-year manager Luke Wirtz, first-year manager Jason Kurth, as those two go 5-6 in the lineup. So Kurth on deck. This one grounded to the hole at short, picked by Bowie over to Davies in time for the final out of the inning. So 1 left on, 1 run does score. We've played 1 complete here from Hackman. It's the Marshfield Chaparrals 1, the Medford Moondogs 0.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Taqueria El Sol sirve la comida mexicana más auténtica en Wisconsin Central. Taqueria El Sol está en Marshfield, en Avenida South Central y calle 17. Está abierta cada día. Taqueria El Sol prepara salsa y guacamole cada día y tiene un menú con muchas recetas familiares de México.
Taqueria El Sol tiene una tienda de comestibles también. Se venden comidas mexicanas secas, refrigeradas y congeladas para ayudarle a servir la comida mexicana, la más auténtica en Wisconsin Central. Taqueria El Sol en la Avenida South Central en Marshfield.
Covering, and Gonzales takes it himself and bangs into Bowie on the way, but it is an out on the 3 unassisted and the first out of the inning. Gonzales had a couple choices there. He could have flipped Brandel. Don't necessarily want to get your pitcher hurt, as all 3 bodies were converging all at the same time. So that brings up the left fielder, Taylor Shaw. Play here, top of the second, 1 out, nobody on. And first pitch swinging is Shaw. That's bounced to Wirtz at second, across and in time. Beat him by a step down the line, and Shaw retired on the 4-3 putout. So now the catcher, Aiden Gardner, as the Moondogs have went down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 retired consecutively, so no hits through 1 2/3. And Brandel misses on the outside. So 1 ball, no strikes. Brandel rocks and fires in for a strike. A lower third of the strike zone, right down the heart of the plate, though. Now Brandel walks back off the mound. Does a quick check on things. Looks in, gets a sign from O'Connell. And the 1-1. That misses low and outside for ball 2. Swing and a miss at the high heat. Gardner chases upstairs, and the count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And strike three called as Brandel gets the strikeout of Gardner. And strikeout looking, and that will leave the bases empty. No runs across for the Moondogs. We have played 1.5. It is 1-0 Marshfield.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Back here to Hackman Field as the Chaparrals will come to the bat here in the bottom of the second inning. They lead 1-0. Wobeking remains on to pitch in the bottom of the second inning. McDonald scored that run back in the first. A couple of wild pitches and pushed himself. So Jason Goode, assistant manager and player here for the Chaparrals in 2020. Third baseman leading off here. They'll go Goode, Anderson, and O'Connell. As we get rolling here in the bottom of the second inning, first pitch comes in low for a ball. Wobeking working fast here and in for a strike. We don't mind seeing him work fast. That's okay. I love baseball, and it's okay, though, if the game has a certain pace to it. Nobody's going to complain about that. And this one chopped in the hole. That's short. Bowie over in time to Davies for the 6-3 putout. Nice ranging play by Braden Bowie. Goode, maybe not as fast as he once was. Not able to beat him down the line. Got Leslie, Bun, and Jeff all watching on Facebook right now. Again, if you're watching, just drop us a note. Let us know. YouTube or Facebook, whatever it may be. We'd be happy to talk with you, or at least mention your name on air. As Nick Anderson, right fielder, batting here for the first time today. I think, I can't say I remember Nick from Wednesday. I'll take a look, but maybe it doesn't matter. Nick batting for the first time here tonight as he bats in the 7th spot for manager Luke Wirtz and sees a strike there. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Anderson. Wobeking again dealing fast and upstairs for a ball. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So second out of the inning. Goode with the ground out, Anderson with the strikeout. And that'll bring up the catcher, Sean O'Connell. O'Connell, 1 plate appearance last week. And 1 hit last week. Outside for a ball as manager Luke Wirtz played every available player during that game last week as these first couple of games are as much tryouts as anything, and this one hit to the gap in right center. Right fielder going back and not able to make the catch is Caraba. Turning for second is O'Connell, and that'll be a double. You may say, well, that popped out of his glove. That was a tough play to make. That was not a routine play. So a double, a two-out double for Sean O'Connell. The long run for Caraba as the wind blowing fiercely in. The wind is actually blowing towards Caraba. And just not able to chase it down. Did get his glove on it. If he makes the play, it's a spectacular play. It is not a routine play. So the ruling of a hit. And it's a two-out base runner at second in O'Connell for the Chaparrals, and two quick strikes swinging to the shortstop, Will Lee. And missed just outside for a ball. 34th pitch of the game there for Wobeking. It's a fairly tall number here in the bottom of the second inning. And strike three called, so Lee goes down looking, and that leaves O'Connell stranded on second. We've played two from Hackman. It's Marshfield 1, Medford nothing.
Are you living with a prosthesis that is causing discomfort or pain? You have options, and I'm here to help. Hi, my name is Shai. I'm the owner of Next Step Prosthetics in Marshfield. You have a choice where you go for prosthetic care. My focus and specialty is providing a prosthesis that you enjoy wearing to help you get your life back. Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Let's take the next step together to a better life.
For over 50 years, Abbey Bank has been providing financial services to local families and businesses. What makes us different? We make banking about you. We have a strong partnership with the communities we serve, helping families grow, helping business grow, and celebrating important moments with new programs and facilities, support for our youth, and help for those most in need. Abbey Bank invests in its communities and gives back locally, with locations in Abbotsford, Appleton, Gresham, Medford, Shawano, Wausau, and Weston, and is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Nasonville Dairy is a 2020 Processor Award winner. Congratulations to Nasonville Dairy. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com. More from Nasonville in our Nasonville Dairy post-game show later in today's broadcast. But again, just a spectacular night outside here for baseball. Pretty good attendance out here. A lot of people out here. The grandstands are just about full. Still room for you. Social distancing is encouraged here at Hackman Field. Bring a lawn chair, as I see some in the lawn chairs up the third baseline. Bring a lawn chair and distance to your heart's content if you so like to. Or have a seat in the spacious grandstands. 3 of them available. Again, there's some seats, not a lot, but some. Davies, Cropleen, and Mudgett due up as the Moondogs go 7-8-9. And a swing called strike. Davies did go around, though, so either way it was a strike. That one in low for a ball. That one also misses for a ball, so back-to-back misses for Brandel. 2 balls, 1 strike. Not very characteristic of Brandel to fall behind like this, but 3 balls, 1 strike now to Davies. Davies can wait on a pitch he might like, and instead chops that one up. Brandel races up for it, turns, fires in time to Gonzales for the out. Some of these Marshfield fans perhaps seeing the Wisconsin Rapids All-Stars, what else to call them, but seeing this contingent from Wisconsin Rapids led by Donovan Brandel for the first time, and are duly impressed with the work here put in so far by their 2020 Marshfield Chaparrals. And they should be, as Krupline starts, or Brandel starts Krupline with a strike. They should be impressed. They're an impressive bunch as that one gets lifted over the third base grandstands. So quickly down 0-2 with one out here in the top of the third. If you can't make it to the game, that's why we're here. Make sure you're able to watch things here as the strikeout was made, and catcher Sean O'Connell flipped the ball. He thought that was the third out. He flipped it to the mound, thought it was the third out. It's not. It was only out number 2, so that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, second baseman Seth Mudgett. Good thing there's nobody on base. He flipped that ball kind of, like you do on the final strike of the inning. Flip that up towards the mound, kind of make a little, you let your wrist snap and you let it hang there like a basketball shot. That's what O'Connell did. And he was mistaken, and will pay for that in the dugout in between innings. No doubt about that. Now's the time to tell your friends, neighbors, and strangers where you found live baseball right here on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. Tell them how you found us. Send them a link, or just send them a text, a message, a phone call. I don't know. Figure it out, but tell them how you found us so they can enjoy live sports here on Sunday night right along with you. Don't hog it all for yourself. 3-0 from Brandel. And low, so the Chaparrals allow their first base runner. And the number 9 hitter, Seth Mudgett, back to the top now. Ben Lindgren. Lindgren struck out swinging back in the top of the first. But I'll say a pretty good audience online, pretty good audience here in person. I think we've kind of got the best of all worlds here, maybe. And Brandel finds the strike zone there to Lindgren. 4 straight balls to Mudgett. He stands on first. So 2 outs. So 2 outs here, 2 strikes now on Lindgren. And runner on first is Mudgett. Brandel ready, fires low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, Jason Zaleski, Lucas Hoheisel, Brandon Berg. Rachel brought calzones for us. We're going to eat some calzones in a little bit when we get hungry for a snack. Also said she brought us some pudding. She packed us a picnic, which, picnic at a baseball game, that sounds okay to me. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Brandel ready and throws back to first. And Gonzales does the splits on the other side of Mudgett. But back in time is Mudgett. That one chopped foul. Again, Ben Lindgren struck out in the top of the first. Brandel's got him on a 1-2. Here it is. Check swing back to Brandel. And he'll trot and flip easily to Gonzales for the final out of the inning. Moondogs do leave 1 on, no hits and no runs. We've played 2.5 for Marshfield. Score remains 1-0. Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with easy and simple home delivery. That's right, Hewitt's Meat will deliver your favorite meat, treats, sides, and snacks right to your door. All you need to do is email onlinestore@hewittsmeats.com for your order form. Fill it out, send it back, and Hewitt's Meats will deliver to your door in Marshfield, Hewitt, Auburndale, and Chile. Again, email to onlinestore@hewittsmeats.com to get started. Of course, you can still visit the store on Downwind Drive in Marshfield and visit Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. All right, again, back here to Jack Hackman Field. Chaparrals coming up in the bottom of the third inning. Marshfield Country Club is located just west of Marshfield on County Road H. Enjoy 18 holes of golfing along the picturesque Yellow River with golf available for all skill levels. Marshfield Country Club also has a full menu including burgers, sandwiches, and homemade pizza. Marshfield Country Club Restaurant is also fun at night. Make your tee time now by visiting golfmcc.com. Again, Chaparrals coming to bat here in the bottom of the third. 1-0 lead, and they are at the top of the lineup with McDonald, Krummenacker, and Brandel as the Chaps go 1-2-3. And they were able to use that top of the lineup to score the run back in the bottom of the first inning as Nate McDonald worked his way around the bases on a pair of wild pitches and able to score on the second wild pitch. Trent Wilbeking back on to work here in the bottom of the third inning. Mentioned that for all these coaches in the Dairyland League and probably baseball coaches around the country, it's a bit of a tryout. It's a bit of an experiment every time, every game out, as you're just not quite sure what you have, and everybody's still probing to find out what they do have. As McDonald strikes off the second, 1 ball, 1 strike. Wilbeking with the 1-1. Off-speed pitch, grounded over to short. Bowie picks there, delivers to Davies in time for the out. So that'll bring up Caleb Krummenacker. He grounded out to second back in the first inning. Again, had a pair of RBI on Wednesday night, did Caleb Krummenacker. Wilbeking with the 0-1, and this one is hit into shallow center field. Coming back for it is the shortstop Bowie, and not able to make the catch. Well, no, he did. He dropped his sunglasses, so sunglasses were safe, but the batter Krummenacker is out. I saw something fall out of his glove. His sunglasses fell off of his hat into his glove, then out of his glove, and then replaced with the ball for the second out of the inning. And Brandel looks at a ball. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the third, 2 quick outs for the Moondogs. 2 quick outs recorded. This one is down the third base line, third baseman there, and making the catch is Logan Kripline. So a quick 3 outs for the Chaparrals in the bottom of the third. You move to the top of the fourth. Moondogs coming up. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chile, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Rally at the Alley tonight at Strike Time Lanes in Neilsville. Strike Time Lanes open at 4 Monday through Friday and 11 Saturday and Sunday. Happy hour Monday through Friday from 4 to 6. Cheer on the team tonight and then rally at the alley after the game. Strike Time Lanes is your Packers headquarters on Sunday. Enter to win a flat screen TV. Strike Time Lanes in Neilsville is also your place for Fish Fry Friday. Rally at the alley tonight and every night at Strike Time Lanes. 1-0 Marshfield as we start play here in the top of the fourth inning. Moondogs coming up. Hopped Well Drilling Incorporated of Auburndale is a fourth-generation homegrown business right here in central Wisconsin. That's 4 generations of business know-how, 4 generations of giving back to the central Wisconsin community. Being part of our community, supporting and celebrating local events like this baseball broadcast is what Hopped Well Drilling Incorporated is all about. And irrigation well drilling is hot right now, and Hopped Well Drilling Incorporated of Auburndale will help you in your farm. So give them a call, Hopped Well Drilling Incorporated of Auburndale. Wobbeking, Carrabba, Bowie due up here as the Moondogs go 2-3-4. In their top half of the fourth, they trail 1-0. And Wobbeking grounded out to Lee at shortstop his last time up. And this ball hit into left field and down for a hit, so it's a leadoff single and the first hit of the game for the Moondogs. So that'll bring up the right fielder, Cole Carrabba. Carrabba hit the inning-ending fly ball that was neatly tracked down by Nate McDonald back in the first. Brando looks at first to Wobbeking, now fires home to Carrabba, and on the outside half for a strike. The wind blowing in, about 15 mile, 20 mile an hour wind at times, blowing in from left towards home, so outfield will be playing in, especially in left field, for the duration of the night. It was that same wind that helped the River Bandits' Sam Schwanebeck hit a fourth inning home run in their extra inning loss to the Everest Merchants earlier this afternoon. Swing and a miss there from Carrabba. You can see Sam's home run and home run trot over on Instagram right now. Full highlights of River Bandits Merchants coming out tomorrow morning. As that game ended about 2.5 hours before this one began, so all resources shifted north from Pittsville. But we were able to get that home run, nice home run, aided by the wind. I don't know if Sam would agree with that, but that's what I'm going to tell you. Aided by the fierce wind this afternoon. The fourth inning home run. And outside strike for strike 3 looking as Carrabba goes down for the first out here in the inning. River Bandits trailed 5-2 in that game coming into the bottom of the ninth. They score 3, tie the game. And then the Merchants explode for 7 in the top of the 10th, and that was our final score. Everest 12, Pittsville 5. So season opener for the River Bandits, and they fall. The Merchants square their record at 1-1 as they lost here in Marshfield on Wednesday night by a score of 5-2. Looks to be a very exciting Marshfield Chaparrals baseball season. The runner, Wobbeking, takes off for second. Throw down is late. Oh, they're going to call him out. All right, the call of out was made as Lee and Wobeking got tangled. And I didn't see Lee get that tag down in time. Our base umpire says he did. His call is final. And O'Connell guns down Wobeking for the second out of the inning. So the tag applied by Lee. And we should be 2 balls, no strikes. Or I'm sorry, 1 ball, 1 strike is what I have. Our scoreboard here is not right in the stadium, but 1 ball, 1 strike now as Brandel readies and delivers to Bowie. Outside for a ball. And the final strike of the inning is recorded, so Bowie goes down. And that is the end of the top of the 4th inning for the Moondogs. Nobody left on, 1 hit, no runs. Jack Hackman Field's scoreboard says Marshfield 1, Medford 0. Stay comfortable all year round with custom heating and cooling of Neilsville and Marshfield. Whether you have new construction or looking for a replacement, Custom Heating and Cooling will find the most energy-efficient Rude furnace for your home. You can choose 60-month no-interest financing with easy monthly payments when you choose Custom Heating and Cooling. Custom Heating and Cooling is also your LP choice with customized payment plans and friendly delivery. Family-owned and operated, insured, licensed, certified, experienced. Custom Heating and Cooling puts the custom in customer. Field as we get ready to start the bottom of the 4th inning. Chaparrals out to a 1-0 lead. That run scored back in the 1st. Gonzales, Wirtz, and Kurth all due up for the Chaparrals here in the bottom of the 4th. As Wobeking will begin his 4th inning of work, thrown 42 pitches here so far. He has settled down a bit. Kind of a rocky first inning. A couple of wild pitches allowed McDonald to score. Nice job of pitching by Donovan Brandel. 5 strikeouts on his effort, and that'll be an E3 on Davies. Thought he had the ball in his glove. He ran, took off to go cover the bag and force Gonzales out and left without the ball. So Gonzales aboard. That brings up second baseman and manager Luke Wirtz. What I was about to say is Brandel doing a nice job of pitching here. He's got 5 strikeouts to his name. And Wobeking with a trio of strikeouts. So both pitchers pitching effectively, and that gives us just that short margin on the scoreboard, 1-0. This one is going to be up and out of play into the Moondogs bullpen just behind us. So no balls, 2 strikes to Wirtz. Couple of ball chasers going after the ball. Figured out. There it is, in the bullpen. Of course, that's where it was. And inside called strike 3 as Wirtz goes down looking. So now the 4th strikeout of the game for Wobeking. And Brandel with 5, both pitchers doing a nice job here so far tonight. And Wobeking with 2 wild pitches back in the first, that run unearned, so charge to Wobeking. And that brings up Jason Kurth. Kurth grounded out to short his last time up. 1 out. Runner on first is Gonzales. And Kurth off the handle, doesn't get much on it, and Mudgett records the out. Got jammed up there on the pitch, kind of a safety swing, and ended up hitting it off the handle of the bat. And a very soft liner to Mudgett. Mudgett could have probably caught that barehanded and not even felt it. But as it is, the out recorded, the swing and a miss. Ball gets away from the catcher, Gardner, and Gonzales down to second. Big turn, and he'll hold up there on the pass ball. It's a swing and a miss. So a strike charge to Nick Anderson. But the pass ball puts Gonzales in scoring position with 2 outs in the inning. Swing and a miss. So Wobeking up. No balls, 2 strikes on Anderson as he looks to get out of the inning here. Wobeking looks in. Looks to Gonzales at second. Fires the 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So he, like Brandel, records his 5th strikeout. We have played 4 complete. Marshfield Chaparrals 1, Medford Moondogs 0.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium, company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more. Back to Hackman as we start the 5th inning. Very fast pace to this game. We're less than an hour in and halfway through the game. Unlikely that pace continues, but we shall see. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations of all denominations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. Shaw, Gardner, and Davies all due up here for the Moondogs, and a bunt laid down there by Shaw over to first in time for the out. Good jump off the mound there by Brandel. So Aiden Gardner struck out looking his last time up. Brandel on here in the top of the 5th, and this one, first pitch, swing over to Wirtz at second, and in time to Gonzales for the second out. 2 quick outs here on 2 pitches in the top of the 5th. And if this pace continues, we're going to finish this game in the same time we do a Little League T-ball game. Fast and furious on a day we were trying to work some stuff out. Sometimes if you got some extra time, you can work on some things, but this game is flying by. And a strike to Davies from Brandel. We got a bird hanging over Hackman, standing now on the backstop, getting a bird's eye view. Two balls, one strike now to Davies. Again, more live sports coming to you tomorrow night. As I've said before, our 60 days of summer, we are 7 days a week. Every day there will be something on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. Today it happens to be Chaparrals baseball. As Davies swings, count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tomorrow night it's at Marshfield Fairgrounds Park. It is 18U fast pitch softball as 18 and under girls from all over central Wisconsin, all-stars and all-star teams, all of them, compete 4 games tomorrow night. It all starts at 5 o'clock. You watch it live right here on Zaleski Sports as we continue our 60 days of summer. About 20% through already. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. So another quick inning for both the Chaparrals and the Moondogs. Our score from Hackman remains Marshfield 1, Medford nothing.
Taqueria El Sol sirve la comida mexicana más auténtica en Wisconsin Central. Taqueria El Sol está en Marshfield en Avenida South Central y calle 17. Está abierta cada día. Taqueria El Sol prepara salsa y guacamole cada día y tiene un menú con muchas recetas familiares de México.
Taqueria El Sol tiene una tienda de comestibles también. Se venden comidas mexicanas secas, refrigeradas y congeladas para ayudarle a servir la comida mexicana la más auténtica en Wisconsin Central. Taqueria El Sol en la Avenida South Central en Marshfield.
All right, back here to Hackman is give you a shot at the outfield fence and our base umpire out here. You're doing a nice job out here tonight. I see my friend Jason Wolf behind the plate. And umpires, we are extremely fortunate to have the officials we do from all across the area, and they all descend right here to central Wisconsin and provide us some very clean games. I always say if by the end of the game you didn't talk about the umpires or the officials, that means they did a good job. I don't know if that's always true, but certainly you can understand why people say it. There have been, over the years, at different levels from time to time, what you might say officials inserting themselves into the game. We just don't see that around here. So maybe you've seen it, but we don't see it around here. And it to me says these guys are out here just doing a quality job. And a quality job again here tonight. All right, bottom of the 5th inning. Chaparrals maybe looking to put something together here. They have hung on to that 1-0 lead since the bottom of the 1st as they go O'Connell, Lee, and then back to the top of the order in McDonald. And fouled back on the first offering from Wobeking. And this one hit over to second, gobbled up there by Mudgett, and easy over to Davies for the first out of the inning. Action in the Moondogs bullpen behind us. See if I can get a number for you here momentarily. This one hit to the outfield. Coming in for it is the right fielder, Caraba, for the catch. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 5th. As again, this game just keeps flying by. I'm going to stop talking about it because all of a sudden, before you know it, things in baseball can and do come to a screeching halt. Butch Weigel, Tanner Robbie, and Judd Robbie are the 3 on my roster without numbers, and it turns out the number of the individual warming up in the Moondog bullpen is one of those that doesn't have a number assigned to him, so it's one of those 3. Maybe you watching at home may know who that could be, as I mentioned those 3, as this ball hit into the parking lot behind us and off the roof of the car. Ouch! That was a thump. I know it wasn't my car because my car is mistakenly parked 5 feet away from me here inside of the baseball stadium. And another one hit up and out of play. So quickly, no balls, 2 strikes to McDonald. I guess I figured with the Traverse sitting right behind me, I could maybe catch that ball before it hit. Maybe make a leaping catch onto the Traverse. If I do, Bergie's got to get that camera swung around because we got to get that on tape. Or you'll just have to believe me. Swing and a miss, dropped, 3rd strike. Gardner gathers himself, fires down to first in time for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Chaparrals go down 1-2-3. It is already the top of the 6th inning when we return.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Are you living with a prosthesis that is causing discomfort or pain? You have options, and I'm here to help. Hi, my name is Shai. I'm the owner of Next Step Prosthetics in Marshfield. You have a choice where you go for prosthetic care. My focus and specialty is providing a prosthesis that you enjoy wearing to help you get your life back. Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Let's take the next step together to a better life.
Tiretown Auto, it's a winning play every day at Tiretown Auto with 24-hour towing and complete auto service. Tiretown Auto on the roundabout on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and 715-389-2909. That's 715-389-2909 to get you back on the winning side with Tiretown Auto. Crupleen, Mudgett, and back to the top in Lindgren for the Moondogs. Here in the top of the 6th inning, we have played exactly 1 hour and 3 minutes. And we are fiercely running ahead of schedule. Got a little golf contest going on down on the other side there. Is in-game entertainment. The Chaparrals do it like nobody else. Over the years, we've seen the golf contest as we have there. It's a chipping contest. You chip it from, 30 yards away into a kiddie swimming pool, and you do that, you win something, probably $1 million. We've seen those big inflatable balls where you run full speed at another one and bounce like 50 feet in the air off of each other. They do those out here. All kinds of stuff. I've seen just about everything. As a matter of fact, I was involved in one of those contests as Brandel delivers the 1-0. This one hit and through the hole for a hit right past the hole at 3rd and short. And so it's a leadoff hit for Logan Crupleen. But they did a contest for it was for a free t-shirt. And who doesn't like a free t-shirt? And so there were 2 shirts that were frozen in a pail of water. And there was 2 contestants. I was one of them. And you had to be the first one to completely break loose that shirt that was frozen in water. The first one to do that wins the shirt. that was the idea of the game. By the time we were done, the shirts were just torn to shreds. Because they're ice, right? I mean, we were doing everything. We were smashing the ice on the ground, on the fence, throwing it at each other, ripping it apart. My fingertips were just ripped apart as the runner down to second. The throw is in time from O'Connell and out. So Kerpleen gunned down. The second runner caught stealing at the hands of Sean O'Connell. And the leadoff base runner is erased. Another nice tag by Will Lee as Lee, tumbling on the ground, applies the tag. I didn't see the call. I thought it was a ball. I didn't see the call made, and Adam Sievert running the score upstairs didn't see it either. So there we go. It was a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Brandel now with the 1-1. So with the shirts, my fingertips were torn to shreds as I was ripping my fingers against the ice block, and then trying to bend the shirt so the ice that was inside the folded shirt would break loose, because you had to have all the ice erased and clawed out of the shirt. I'm surprised my hands weren't bleeding. I happened to win the contest. I hold up a torn and tattered Marshfield Chaparrals shirt. I don't think that was the way that they had intended that contest to go, is that one lifted out of play by Mudgett. So the nice folks here at that time, and this was a number of years ago, went up and got me a fresh new t-shirt. And like Tarzan, I ripped my current t-shirt off and threw it to somebody in the stands, put on my new Marshfield Chaparrals t-shirt, and had a great time. Strike 3 looking as Mudgett goes down. He walked his last time up, strikeout looking this time. And for Donovan Brandel, who is, again, pitching a gem here, that is his 7th strikeout of the game. Just 2 hits given up by Brandel. Now Lee fields over to Gonzales, and it's another quick inning as the Moondogs go down here in the top of the 6th. Our score from Hackman, Marshfield 1, Medford nothing.
For over 50 years, Abbey Bank has been providing financial services to local families and businesses. What makes us different? We make banking about you. We have a strong partnership with the communities we serve, helping families grow, helping business grow, and celebrating important moments with new programs and facilities, support for our youth, and help for those most in need. Abbey Bank invests in its communities and gives back locally, with locations in Abbotsford, Appleton, Gresham, Medford, Shawano, Wausau, and Weston, and is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with easy and simple home delivery. That's right, Hewitt's Meat will deliver your favorite meat, treats, sides, and snacks right to your door. All you need to do is email online store at hewittsmeats.com for your order form. Fill it out, send it back, and Hewitt's Meats will deliver to your door in Marshfield, Hewitt, Auburndale, and Chile. Again, email to online store at hewittsmeats.com to get started. Of course, you can still visit the store on Downwind Drive in Marshfield and visit Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
Again, this game is going so fast, I can't even tell my stories. And I've got thousands at the ready every time, every game, for whatever the occasion. I have had no time to say them. These innings are going about 3 minutes each. I mean, this is really one of the fastest baseball games that I have been part of. And we'll see what happens. I know Chaparrals fans are hoping that the Chaps explode for like 20 runs, and this game, would considerably slow down at that point. And Moondog fans would like also that same thing to happen. Caleb Krummenacker, Donovan Brandel, Victor Gonzales due up in that order here in the bottom of the 6th for Marshfield. Make sure to stay tuned for our Alan Johnson State Farm play of the game. Alan Johnson State Farm on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. A couple options right now, should the score hold through the 9th, that you don't figure it would. It's just not baseball, but it could. It certainly could, and the way these pitchers are mowing through the batters, it certainly could. This one grounded to Mudgett. Davies for the out, and 1 up, 1 down. So So this brings up Donovan Brandel. Brandel a walk and a flyout here today. Had the extreme pleasure of being the MC for the commencement ceremony. Greenwood High School class of 2020 invited me over to their graduation ceremony to kind of spice things up a little bit. So I emceed that event yesterday. Had a good time over in Greenwood, as I always do. And there were rumors that as Brandel hits this one back through the box, so a one-out single for Donovan Brandel. There was rumors after the Greenwood football homecoming game back in October, maybe even late September, that their homecoming festivities, one of the things they do is they do a school skit. Their kids, they do a skit in the pep rally. And what I was told later that night on homecoming night is that the skit they did was the Zaleski Sports show. And I said, what in the world? And so a couple weeks had gone by, and a swing and a miss there from Victor Gonzales. And I thought I'd ask who I figured would know something about it. Hey, was there a video of the skit? We'd like to see that. Maybe even put it as our show, or at least help you advertise what a good job the skit was. There was a little bit of delay and some pause, and well, football season turned to basketball season. I kind of forgot about it. I forgot about it. And so we're there at the graduation ceremony, and I'm about ready to give my closing comments and tell the graduates, all the advice I'm going to give them. And they pull out a projector screen. And Amanda Bogdanovich, who was the one who ultimately contacted me to ask me to MC the event, as this one is hit up the middle, flip to short for one, over to first, not in time. So they get the lead runner, Brandel, and Gonzales will reach on a fielder's choice. So Luke Wirtz steps up now. So about ready to give my closing statements, tell the graduates, give them my advice, and they roll out the projector screen, tell everybody to gather around, and they put me right in the front row. And they say this was from our homecoming. So they play the skit right there at the graduation ceremony right in front of me. And it was something. As Wirtz drives this one into the gap into right center, this is going to get down. Racing around second is Gonzales. Turns from third to home. The throw comes in and is late coming home. And it's an RBI double for Luke Wirtz. Exactly what the Chaparrals were hoping for there, as they double their digits on the scoreboard. 2-0 now on the 2-out RBI double from Wirtz. That brings up Jason Goode. So the Greenwood class of 2020, flattered and embarrassed me all at the same time. And then I give up and I give them my little speech I had prepared for them at the end. Told them all to have a good life, and we'll see you when I see you. I walked out. That was it. As Lucas, Jada, and Steve were broadcasting Marshfield Bandits football for you yesterday, that's where I was. And I got back to the game midway through the third quarter with 3 pounds of Nasonville Dairy cheese curds. Lucas, you eat the cheese curds? Huh? Deep fried the cheese curds. That's an excellent way to do it. Back up the box goes Kurth. Wirtz turns to home, lumbering home, and Wirtz comes in and scores. Back-to-back RBIs for the Chaparrals. Nice base running there by Luke Wirtz as he goes second to home on the ground ball, hit back up the box by Kurth, fielded by Lindgren about 200 feet from home, and that brings a pitching change. So we're going to go find out who the new pitcher is. We'll take a quick break and come back here to Hackman Field. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Marshfield leads 3-0. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chile, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. We're all sorted out here as Caleb Gooden, or as they call him in the dugout, Chubbs. So Chubbs on the pitch. Wobekin goes to second off the pitcher's mound. Second baseman Mudgett to right field, and right fielder Caraba to first base. And that leaves Austin Davies off the field. So there you have it. As it was Lindgren who made the last out. They want to sub out the center fielder, so instead they pull first baseman Davies out of the lineup. All right, Nick Anderson will bat. Again, it was back-to-back RBI there with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning as the Chaparrals extend their lead from 1-0 to 3-0. The Chaparrals are I'll just tell you this right now, and I knew it at tryouts 2 weeks ago when I was here, but they are a team to see. They're an explosive offensive team. They've got dominant pitching, good fielding. They are as close to a complete baseball team as we have seen at any level. You know, less than Milwaukee Brewers, or I'm not talking Major League Baseball here, but teams in the area, amateur teams in the area. This is a very well put together team, and you're going to want to come down and watch, whether it's here at Hackman or on the road with the team. Again, if you're looking for a little weekend getaway, they play at Minocqua a week from today. And Rachel and I are actually going to head up to Minocqua ahead of time, have a little water fun, probably play some mini golf, eat a bunch of food. Yeah. Lucas says, or I can just watch it live at Zaleski Sports as the throw gets away from first baseman Caraba and the pickoff attempt from Chubbs, and it'll be Kurth down to second on the E3. Yeah, Lucas telling me, or you could, or I could watch online. I could. You can too, and those of you that are enjoying it right now, I can tell. Because Minocqua is not just the next town over. It's a bit of a drive. It's a destination, though. And a destination usually filled with Minnesotans and Fibs, but all right. You know, we'll mix in with them. Wisconsinites are still allowed in Minocqua, as far as I know. Swing and a miss there from Anderson, and that brings the inning to a close. It took a relief pitcher to do it as Chubbs comes in and records the final out on the strikeout, but the Chaparrals score twice. They strike twice. We have played 6 complete here for Marshfield. It is Chaparrals 3, Moondogs 0. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chile, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Again, the Everest Merchants come back to beat the Pittsville River Bandits in Dairyland League baseball action earlier today from Pittsville. Merchants took a bottom of the ninth 5-2 lead, and the River Bandits tied it 5-5 with 3 runs in the bottom of the ninth. And then the Merchants exploded for 7 runs in the top of the 10th, including a Corey McEwen 3-run blast to straightaway right field. That really opened things up, and they do win 12-5. Do the Merchants get their first win of the year? River Bandits drop their season opener. Brandel chases Wobeking back to the bag at first. Highlights of that game I originally said would be available tomorrow morning. It's possible at the speed of this game. They may even be ready tonight. Brandel, quick snap, and Wobeking gets back in time. At either way, it'll be highlights of both games available on the Zaleski Sports Facebook network just as soon as we can get them up. So just keep checking there. You'll also be notified on Instagram and Twitter when the highlights are available. And if you're not already, follow Zaleski Sports on Twitter and Instagram for some behind-the-scenes stuff, some special edition things, and just some extra fun. As a matter of fact, A quartet of Marshfield Bandits football players featured on Instagram right now as we get ready for kind of a big surprise for the Bandits coming up in a few weeks. They don't know anything about it yet, and I'm going to be quiet because I've got a Bandit standing in front of me. 5 straight balls now delivered by Brandel. Manager Luke Wirtz stands at second base behind Brandel, and there is action in the Chaparral bullpen. This one fouled up and out of play, right at the kids back there, and one hop off the shin, and he picks it up, and he's going to take it to the concession stand for, I don't know, for a cheeseburger maybe. I'm not sure what they get for the balls. I think it's 50 cents. Can you buy a cheeseburger for 50 cents? Yeah. If you could, probably not a very good one. Maybe you get a half a candy bar. You probably got to collect a couple of balls to buy anything. To buy something that you really want. Oh, okay. Yeah, there could be some quarter items in there. I don't know. I used to be one of those kids way, way, way back in the day. Yeah, there was electricity. There was electricity. There was not electricity at the Zaleski mothership last night, though, as Alliant Energy had a planned shutdown from 12 p.m. to 7 a.m. last night. And it was at 12:15 the whole thing came crashing down. They had to fix some utility lines in the area. And another walk issued by Brandel. And Wirtz is going to come in here and talk to his pitcher and see if it's something more than just losing his touch. But yeah, and we were notified. We got an email or a phone call or a letter, maybe all the above, last week that said, yeah, we're gonna shut you off, the whole neighborhood, or which in my case is 20 square miles and 3 people. Yeah, but we're gonna shut you down at midnight on Saturday. We'll bring you back up at 7 a.m. on Sunday. And so it went down at 12:15, came on just a little bit before 7. And it was eerily quiet in the house. Trevor came down we didn't tell Trevor. We just kind of forgot, really. Came up from upstairs. He'd already checked the breaker box. He's like, hey, all the breakers are fine. What's going on? Because then, all of a sudden, there's no Xbox. There's no nighttime entertainment for little Trevor sitting downstairs. And I don't know what he did with himself. The house was dark. I guess if you had a charge on your phone, you could watch your YouTube videos or get your snap faces done. Get those taken care of in the wee hours in the morning, which he normally does those anyway. So now it was just more of that. So if you follow Trevor on the snap face, maybe you got an extra supply last night. So, New England Patriot football head coach Bill Belichick, who famously said snap face during the middle of an interview. I know what it is. Strike 3 called looking. As Shaw goes down. So the first out of the inning, the bases are loaded, though, for the Moondogs, as Brandel put a pair of them on via walk. So Aiden Gardner, catcher now, with a chance for an RBI. First pitch swinging, fouls that one up and into the press box. Look out. Right where Chaparral President Jason Goode is sitting. Jason joined us during our Grassland Dairy pregame show. Had a nice talk with him. You can rewind today's footage, or after the game's done, go back and watch. More people than you think contribute to what this team is and becomes and how it is. A wild pitch gets by O'Connell, and the first run of the game scored by the Moondogs. So something not quite right with Donnie. I would be shocked if he comes back out for the 8th inning, and I wouldn't be all too surprised with just one out and runners on second and third if the Moondogs get one more here. We're going to see a pitching change. This one hit up to the third base coach by Gardner. Foul. I would say Kurth Kurth. That's the combined manager name, Luke Wirtz and Jason Kurth. Kurtz, I should call them. Luke Wirtz probably told Donnie a moment ago when he visited him on the mound that there's going to be a quick trigger. But Brandel quickly disposes of Gardner looking. So with Austin Davies being pulled last inning for Chubbs, Chubbs now comes in to hit in his spot. And strike one. And Bryce Rasmussen watching again. Bryce, a regular here on Zaleski Sports, and we love it. Bryce, make sure next time you bring a couple friends with you. This one is laced into the gap in left center. One run is in. Bowie turning for home, and it's a tie game here at Hackman as it's a 2 RBI single for Caleb Chubbs Gooden. And that is going to do it for Donovan Brandel as Wirtz walks to the mound. And it appears as though we're going to have a pitching change. Hang on, we'll just make sure. But a sharply hit ball there by Chubbs. And he enters the game down 3-0, and his 2 RBI single ties the game at 3 apiece. And it is a pitching change. So we will take a break and be back here to Hackman, get you updated on the Chaparrals changes.
Rally at the Alley tonight at Strike Time Lanes in Neillsville. Strike Time Lanes open at 4 Monday through Friday and 11 Saturday and Sunday. Happy hour Monday through Friday from 4 to 6. Cheer on the team tonight and then rally at the Alley after the game. Strike Time Lanes is your Packers headquarters on Sunday. Enter to win a flat screen TV. Strike Time Lanes in Neillsville is also your place for Fish Fry Friday. Rally at the Alley tonight and every night at Strike Time Lanes. Stay comfortable all year round with custom heating and cooling of Neillsville and Marshfield. Whether you have new construction or looking for a replacement, Custom Heating and Cooling will find the most energy-efficient Ruud furnace for your home. You can choose 60-month no-interest financing with easy monthly payments when you choose Custom Heating and Cooling. Custom Heating and Cooling is also your LP choice with customized payment plans and friendly delivery. Family-owned and operated, insured, licensed, certified, experienced. Custom Heating and Cooling. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
All right, back here to Hackman. Donovan Brandel will finish the night with 9 strikeouts, 3 base on balls, and 3 earned runs. He's still responsible for the runner at first, who is Caleb Chubbs Gooden. In on relief of Donovan Brandel is Wisconsin Rapids, former Wisconsin Rapids teammate, Nathan Krummenacker. So Krummenacker comes in a relief here in the top of the 7th with 2 outs as he attempts to get his Chaparrals to the bottom of the 7th. And at no worse than a 3-3 tie, although the Chaps got work to do now, as they need to find a run here in these closing innings. The Moondogs also looking for that tiebreaker. 3-3 here, top of the 7th. Logan Krupline batting, and Krupline hits this one to left center field, and McDonald back on it and makes the catch as he ranged over from center. So it's a 1-pitch relief effort for Krummenacker, and he gets Krupline to fly out. And that does end things here in the top of the 7th. The Moondogs get 3. They tie it. 3-3 here from Marshfield.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. so you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Taqueria El Sol sirve la comida mexicana más auténtica en Wisconsin Central. Taqueria El Sol está en Marshfield en Avenida South Central y calle 17. Está abierta cada día. Taqueria El Sol prepara salsa y guacamole cada día y tiene un menú con muchas recetas familiares de México.
Taqueria El Sol tiene una tienda de comestibles también. Se venden comidas mexicanas secas, refrigeradas y congeladas para ayudarle a servir la comida mexicana la más auténtica en Wisconsin Central. Taqueria El Sol en la Avenida South Central en Marshfield.
One strike as Goode falls behind Lee. That pitch high for a ball. Chaparrals, good spot here to turn the order over, especially if Lee can come aboard. And we're at the knees for a strike. I thought they may have just missed, but not the case. So just at the knees for a strike. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes from Goode to Lee. This one is chopped high in the infield. Coming on for it is Krummenacker at third. And out by a step and a half is Lee on the quick 6-3 putout for the second out of the inning. I'm sorry, 5-3 putout. I beg your pardon, my second baseball game of the day. And a couple of these things kind of running together on me here a little bit. No excuse, we're professionals here. Sometimes you just get it wrong. And first pitch swinging is McDonald, and that one out of play, and there go a whole train of kids running after that one. It's kind of funny, too. You see the group, the gaggle of kids running after a ball, and you see that very last one. You know they got no shot at all in getting that ball, but they are still hustling through, in this case, through the parking lot. Luckily, not a car moving in the parking lot, but yeah, you got 8 kids running after the ball, and one of them is just woefully behind, but still chugging through the parking lot like there's a chance, and that eternal belief of a child. And strike called on the outside corner. McDonald didn't like it, but home plate umpire Jason Wolf says it's a strike, and it is. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. This one lunged at by McDonald into center field. Coming on for it is Lindgren, and he drops it. McDonald hustling around first, and he'll reach second on the error in center field. That ball should have been caught by Lindgren. Instead, the Chaparrals will have a base runner on second with 2 outs. The wind was carrying that ball just a bit, and Lindgren continued to chase after it, just misplayed the ball, fell out of his glove, what would have been the 3rd out of the inning, and we'll see what Krummenacker can do with McDonald standing on second. But the Chaparrals would love nothing better than to take advantage of that error by center fielder Ben Lindgren. Again, depending on how this unfolds, just one of those things that you look back at during the course of any sporting event and just sometimes just inexplainable. Low for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Caleb Krummenacker. Inside, that miss, so now 3 balls, 1 strike. And with pitcher Donovan Brandel out of the game, on deck should be brother Nathan Krummenacker. But first, Caleb's got to get on board and lifts that one out of play above the third base grandstand. So the count now full at 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Payoff pitch, it's a swing and a miss by Krummenacker, and the strikeout by Chubbs ends things here for the Chaparrals in the bottom of the 7th. We have played all 7 innings. Nothing decided from Hackman. We are tied at 3.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with easy and simple home delivery. That's right, Hewitt's Meat will deliver your favorite meat, treats, sides, and snacks right to your door. All you need to do is email online store at hewittsmeats.com for your order form, fill it out, send it back, and Hewitt's Meats will deliver to your door in Marshfield, Hewitt, Auburndale, and Chile. Again, email to online store at hewittsmeats.com to get started. Of course, you can still visit the store on Downwind Drive in Marshfield and visit Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today. All right, again, make sure to stay tuned for the Alan Johnson State Farm play of the game. This is usually the spot where we give it to you. Alan Johnson State Farm on North Central Avenue in Marshfield, but the play of the game is almost assuredly going to be the play that puts one of these teams ahead. So we're going to wait on that. The Alan Johnson State Farm play of the game will be forthcoming. It will happen. So stay tuned. Also, our Nasonville Dairy postgame show at the finish of this one. We will talk to Marshfield Chaparral skipper Luke Wirtz. And on a Chaparral win, we'll also talk to our Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House player of the game. But all that is in question right now as we're tied at 3 apiece. And 2 quick strikes to Mudgett. Seth Mudgett, a walk and a strikeout looking here today. And then back to the top of the order for Lindgren and Wobeking. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and a strikeout by Krummenacker. So 1 quick out here in the top of the 8th. So center fielder now, Ben Lindgren, had that what turned out not to be costly error, just one of those things that happens. This one is hit to the parking lot. There's a nice yellow Camaro out there. And this one, though, goes off the, what is that, a Chevy Trailblazer instead. Off the 3rd hop, so there's no damage on the 3rd hop. This one laced into center field. McDonald coming on, and we'll have to play it off the hop. It'll be a one-out single for Ben Lindgren. So Moondogs get the go-ahead run on the bases in Ben Lindgren. It brings up Trent Wobeking. Wobeking pitched to start the game, was on the hook for a loss until his Moondogs scored 3 in the top of the 7th. Now he's off the hook. He will not go on record tonight. He did have 6 strikeouts and 1 base on balls, gave up 3 earned runs. All 3 of those runs on the board are Wobeking's, but he will not take a loss with him. High for a ball, 1 strike. And now 2 balls, 1 strike to Wobeking. And strike 3, or nope, sorry, that was strike 2. They had the scoreboard wrong here. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Teach me a lesson. I just look at my own scoreboard. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Wobeking. Krummenacker delivers. That one fouled back. And the crowd getting rowdy over there. And this is beer batter. Strikeout here of Wobeking, and it is half-price beer in the concession stand until the first pitch in the Chaparrals' bottom of the inning. So they really want to strike out of Wobeking here. And strike 3 called. And it will be a mad rush to the concession stand as the beer batter strikes out here at Hackman. Half-price beer in the concession stand. Look out. There was an eruption of cheers, as you can imagine, and will be followed by a stampede to the concession stand. Wobeking does strike out looking for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Cole Caraba. Caraba fly out, strikeout, and a walk today. Sees a strike on the first offering from Krummenacker. This one fouled up and out of play. Right back to that parking lot full of cars. It's a horrible place for a parking lot. Or a horrible place for Cole Caraba to hit the ball. Runner going, that is Lindgren on his way, and the ball comes loose from Lee. Be a stolen base for Ben Lindgren. So Lindgren down to second, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. He is in scoring position. Go-ahead run at second base for the Moondogs. Krummenacker delivers. And strike 3 called as Caraba goes down looking. The second in a row down looking for the Moondogs, and that ends the top of the 8th for Medford. Chaparrals coming up in the bottom of the 8th. We're tied at 3 here in Marshfield. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. To Marshfield, take a look at the Chaparrals dugouts. We see our umpires on the left-hand side of the screen there too. Get kind of a good look at everything. Plus the right field foul line over at Reese Field next door. Got a little bit of everything there. Got a little bit of tree, some flags. I got an American flag. It's Flag Day, by the way. Flag Day here in these wonderful United States of America. We'll have our Independence Day celebrations coming up here in a couple weeks. Marshfield still on with the show for All right, so Brandel stays on, and I did look at my score sheet in between innings, or the lineups handed by the Chaparrals. He was listed as a designated hitter, so he will stay in the lineup. He will designate hit for Nathan Krummenacker. Brandel will walk, a fly out, and a single to center field during his last at-bat. Chaparrals looking for a base runner or two here. Push one across and see if they can then shut things down in the top of the ninth. That would bring this game to a speedy close as we've played 1 hour and 49 minutes here from Jack Hackman Field tonight. Again, Chaparrals at home again on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Watch live right here on Zaleski Sports, as you will watch every game this season played by the Chaparrals live right here on Zaleski Sports as you are in our 60 days of summer. Baseball, fast pitch softball, volleyball, golf, auto racing, football. The only ones to do it, and we do it big when we do it. Brandel hustled down the line at first and is erased by Wobeking on the 4-3 putout. Donnie has yet to find his stroke from the plate here through almost 2 complete games. Number of infield groundouts for Donnie, but power, I'll say power hitter, but just all around good hitter, Donovan Brandel, and he'll pick that up during the course of the year as Victor Gonzales sees a strike. Gonzales a strikeout and then reached by error and fielder's choice, so he's been on base twice today, scored once. The Chaps would love for him to score again. Now this one hit through the hole at second, and Gonzales is aboard with a 1-out base hit and the base runner the Chaparrals were looking for. Brings up second baseman and manager Luke Wirtz. Wirtz ground out, strikeout, and a double, and it was an RBI double. Back in the 6th inning, player manager Luke Wirtz wouldn't mind being the hero tonight if the situation presented itself, and he sees pitch 1 come in from Chubbs high at the letters for a ball. That's what the Moondogs told me to call him, was Chubbs. So, all right. Consider it done. You see some interesting names through the years, and this goes back to me being a bat boy for the Marshfield American Legion baseball team. When I was 7 years old, I started seeing some of these names. Baseball is a place for strange names. And then later on in life, beer league softball and on is where the names really get strange. 3-0 pitch is high, and it's a 4-pitch walk issued to Wirtz. And 2 on now with 1 out. That'll bring up third baseman Jason Goode. We take a look at Chubbs, and no action anywhere. The Moondogs are going to stick with him. Nobody warming up, and nobody even really talking to Chubbs. He's just going to go about his business out there. And sometimes you just got to work yourself out of it. And that's what the Moondogs are telling Chubbs. Just got to keep throwing strikes, buddy. You just threw 4 straight. That's never going to get the job done. 4 straight balls. And now 5 straight balls as that one comes in high to Goode. Wind dying a bit, still though blowing in from left field towards home and first base. That one outside, ball 2, 6 straight balls now thrown by Caleb Goode. And 2 pitches away from walking the bases full here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie game. That is not the recipe. High. The forehead level of Kurth, and now time is called. And now they will come out and talk to Chubbs. And he's got Kurth, 3-0. And the bottom of the order in Anderson, O'Connell, and Lee coming up here. And again, nobody warming up. That's not to say you can't just make a pitching change from who's available on the field. It doesn't look like that is the case here. There's just going to be a discussion, reminding Chubbs to throw strikes. What's not being said is, hey, you just threw 7 straight balls. What's wrong with you? But that's sometimes what some of the guys might be thinking. But managers out there just getting his head rearranged, telling him, you got to throw strikes. Let's start here with this batter. Let's work back in the count, see if we can get a ground ball and maybe roll 2 and get out of here. So Chubbs is ready. Here's the 3-0 to Kurth. And taking all the way and took a strike, did the third baseman, Jason Kurth. So 3-1 now, here it is, and fouled back. So there you go. Manager comes out and says, goal 1 is work the count full here, get back in the count, and he does. 2 straight strikes. Now you can deal with the batter at the plate. With 1 out, you're just looking for the second. Here's the 3-2, and low for a ball, and he does walk Jason Kurth. He had battled back from 3-0 to run the count full, but not able to get Kurth to chase the low pitch. And that'll bring Nick Anderson to the plate. Anderson, 3 strikeouts in 3 plate appearances here tonight. He has the bases loaded here in front of him. Ball out of the infield with the speedy Victor Gonzales on third. Should break this tie and see if Anderson can get bat to ball, and looks at a strike. That one comes in low. Nice job behind the plate, Gardner, to save that one. A ball gets past him. That would untie things here as well. 1 ball, 1 strike. And low for a ball. At bottom of that strike zone. Not there right now for Caleb Gooden. Medford dugout getting a little bit agitated about that as well. Low and inside for a ball. So 3 balls, 1 strike, and Gooden's got to come with it here, or he's going to walk in the go-ahead run. Here's the 3-1. Taking the whole way and at the letters for a strike. Gooden playing with fire here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bases loaded, 3-2 pitch. Foul back. Gonzales ran about 3/4 of the way home, just in case. I don't know what he saw. Just, well, if it's a drop third strike, it's just a. That wasn't what it was. I don't know. Gonzales just having fun down there. Here's the 3-2 again. And fouled back. Anderson doing a good job of staying with it here. He's just trying to get this one in play. Get it out of the infield, let the go-ahead run and Gonzales come home, and then turn it over to the bullpen in the top of the 9th for the Chaps to bring home the win. That's the game plan. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and 4th time Nick Anderson succumbs to the strikeout here today. So with 2 outs, catcher Sean O'Connell. Double and a pair of groundouts. He's 1 for 3 here today. The Chaparrals looking for the go-ahead run here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. And this one hit high down the third base line and will be out of play. Yep. There is now action in the Chaparrals bullpen. Not a lot of serious action, just some stretching and some light toss going on down there. I would usually tell you that if Chaparrals end this inning with the lead. We'll see a pitching change. If not, it'll be Krummenacker coming in the 9th inning. Low for a ball. One ball, one strike. That was low. Gets away from the catcher, Gardner. Gonzales comes home, and the Chaparrals have taken the lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Gonzales waves to the crowd in the hood pen, gets them on their feet. And the pass ball puts the Chaparrals ahead 4-3. All runners advance one base, so second and third now. Three balls, one strike to O'Connell. Goode ready and delivers. Off-speed pitch and strike called at the top of the zone. Full count now with 2 outs. The Chaparrals' mission accomplished. They have broken the tie, and now the action does get fast and furious in the Chaparrals' bullpen. You would think we've got a pitching change coming. This one is foul, drifting out of play. Base knock here by O'Connell could somewhat blow this one open. On the other hand, Goode looking for the strikeout here, get his Moondogs off the field. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch, fouled back. And again, the hood pen in full throat over there as they all cashed in a half-price beer in between innings. So they're having a great time at the game. We're just at 2 hours right now. Here's the 3-2 again. Fouled back again. So O'Connell sticking with it here. And the 3-2. One more time from Goode. Off-speed pitch. Low in the dirt. And O'Connell draws the walk. Bases loaded again here with 2 outs. And that'll bring up shortstop Will Lee. Mound meeting out there between Aiden Gardner and Caleb Goode. And again, just a little bit more reminding. Just throw strikes. You got 7 guys behind you. Throw strikes. Let's get out of here. That's what you tell them. Check swing, and he went. Strike is called. Strike called on the swing. That pitch was low. Lee not able to hold up on the swing. Fouled back. So Goode now out in front 0-2. Looking to keep this at just a 1-run game, give his Moondogs a chance in the top of the 9th. Gets a call he likes from Gardner, delivers the 0-2. High and swing and a miss for strike 3, so he's able to strike out Lee. The Chaparrals able to push one across as Gonzales scores on the wild pitch. And we go now to the top of the 9th inning. Last chance for the Moondogs coming up.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Alan Johnson is ready to help you combine home and auto and save in Marshfield. Call 715-207-6047 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Alan Johnson State Farm on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. Our Alan Johnson State Farm play of the game, the base running from Victor Gonzales. You put the go-ahead run on the plate. A wild pitch coming in there at the top of the at the bottom of the eighth inning by Caleb Goode, and Gonzales was ready to go. As a matter of fact, it was just 2 pitches before then where he had ran 2/3 of the way down the line on a foul ball. He was just showing what his plans were, and he had planned to score. And our Alan Johnson State Farm play of the game is aware, active feet and base running by Victor Gonzales, and has us where we are now with his Chaparrals leading 4-3 in its last chance here, top of the 9th inning, for the Moondogs, as they will send Bowie, Shaw, and Gardner to the plate. And I believe it is pitching change for the Chaparrals. And Ethan Peters does come in, and that's what I was talking about, as those of you who were watching back in the bottom of the 8th inning. I felt that if the Chaparrals were to go ahead, they would relieve Nathan Krummenacker. If not, they would have put Krummenacker back in here in the top of the inning. But they do go ahead, they do go to the bullpen, and Ethan Peters will come in and look to get the save here tonight for the Chaparrals. Peters, one of the Wisconsin Rapids area half dozen, I think, 5 or 6 from the Rapids area, coming in to really fill out an all-star roster here for the Chaparrals here in 2020. These guys home from college looking for a place to play. And the Chaparrals said, come on down, we'll put you on the team. A couple of these guys just maybe could have got a call from the Northwoods League, but they are here playing for the Chaparrals instead, and that is not completely solid either. There's still a chance that the Northwoods League comes calling, and one of these guys might leave the team, any of them. But quickly, 2 strikes pumped in by Peters, and that's happened to the Chaparrals before a couple times. Players having a good season, had a nice college season. Strike 3 called as Bowie goes down looking. Peters on 3 straight strikes out Bowie. That's happened to the Chaps before. Player gets called from the Northwoods League team, and off he goes. And I wouldn't be one bit surprised if that does, at least the call comes. First pitch here to Shaw, coming in left field and making the out is Caleb Krummenacker for out number 2. And again, there is nobody more appreciative of this roster assembled here by manager Luke Wirtz than the fans in attendance here at Hackman. They are into this team already, and it's only been, 1 out short of 2 games. But they are into this team, and for good reason. It is a really good baseball team. At the knees for a strike. So 5 straight strikes thrown by Peters. Chaparrals 2 strikes away from the W. Swing and a miss, and 1 more strike would do it here. Make sure to stay tuned to our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. We'll talk to manager Luke Wirtz and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, and pitch comes in, strike 3 looking. Ethan Peters mows him down
And the Chaparrals will end with a 4-3 win here from Hackman Field tonight. Again, our Nasonville Dairy post-game show coming up momentarily. We will talk to manager Luke Wirtz and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game. All that coming up and more after this.
Are you living with a prosthesis that is causing discomfort or pain? You have options, and I'm here to help. Hi, my name is Shai. I'm the owner of Next Step Prosthetics in Marshfield. You have a choice where you go for prosthetic care. My focus and specialty is providing a prosthesis that you enjoy wearing to help you get your life back. Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Let's take the next step together to a better life.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Back here to Hackman in the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com. Here with manager Luke Wirtz and our player of the game, Donovan Brandel. Manager Wirtz, we'll talk to you first. So I call you coach. Is that okay? Just coach. I don't know. Manager's such a long thing to say. Here with Coach Wirtz. Tight one here tonight. You got out to a big lead. Gave up a trio of runs late in the game, and then you get Ethan Peters to come in and really, I mean, you talk about slam the door. Yeah. He slammed the door. Tell us about what you saw from second base today.
It was a battle. It was kind of a low-scoring affair. You know, first conference game of the year, everyone's going to throw their top arm most likely, and we did that. They did that. We kept it close all game, so it was a grind.
You get the league win tonight, and that is big. Yep. You go up 1-0 in league play. You know, in what figures to be, you know, somewhat of a competitive league this year, as teams are kind of condensed. Everybody's kind of got, you know, maybe the cream of the crop from their area here. How do you think, you know, you take a look at the Medford team, you've seen Everest, you watch Pittsville a little bit. You know, where do you, just early impressions here on the Dairyland League?
It's going to be a competitive year, that's for sure. The teams that are kind of sticking around are some of the bigger teams in the area, apart from Wausau dropping out. But it's going to be competitive. There's going to be teams that pick up a lot of guys without Legion ball in their areas, and I expect a lot of close games, a lot of tight games throughout the season.
Congratulations, Coach. 2-0 on the year. We'll see you back here on Wednesday. You got it. We'll talk to our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Donovan Brandel. We've done this before. This is certainly not the first time this has happened, but you pitched 6+ strong innings tonight. Let's just first focus on that. 7 strikeouts. I think I lost track, but about 7 strikeouts. But I mean, a really strong effort. Talk about the difference between pitching in high school. I know you said you pitched maybe 1 or 2 innings on a Whitewater, and then pitching here. What do you think a noticeable difference here in this league?
I mean, there's a lot more fans, but I don't know. Kind of tune them out. But then pitching's kind of the same. I don't know. Today I kind of threw a lot more fastballs, just feeling it, and then worked in some curveballs. But I don't know. Just go out there and throw the ball.
You think it's still a work in progress for you right now? I mean, with not a lot of work during the spring, a little bit of struggle at the end. You walked a couple. It's still a work in progress right now for you?
Yeah, I definitely don't think I'm capable of throwing. I mean, I probably threw about 75 pitches, 80 somewhere around there, and that's a lot for first game of the season. So.
And you played around. You've seen Ethan Peters pitch before. That was nothing new, and I think what he did out there was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, he just came out just through smoke, struck 2 guys out, and closed things down. Talk about the relief a little bit, just getting out of here with the 4-3 win.
Yeah, it's good to have a big pitching staff. We got tons of guys that can throw. They all throw hard and get outs. So just like the last game we had a bunch of pitchers throw and get outs.
Yeah, all right. Again, next game is right here at Hackman on Wednesday at 7 o'clock, first pitch. Everest Merchants come back. You get to see them 4 times this year. They beat Pittsville earlier today, so they're going to be an energized crowd. That'll be our next Chaparrals game. We'll put Donovan in the house here real quick, and then we'll come back for some closing words. So we'll count you down 3, 2, 1. I'm Donovan Brandel.
All right.
Boring. But I'll get out of the way.
Yep. I'm Donovan Brandel, and I'm in the house.
Nice job, man. Congratulations. We'll see you on Wednesday, okay? All right, you got it. All right, guys, we'll wrap up things here from Hackman today. The Marshfield Chaparrals get the win here at home 4-3 as Ethan Peters comes in on the save. Chaparrals get the winning run, as it turns out, from Victor Gonzales on a wild pitch. And it's just going to be one of those kind of wild seasons, I think. It's going to be a fun ride. Again, back here to Hackman on Wednesday. The Chaparrals take on the Merchants. First pitch is at 7 p.m. We're back on the air tomorrow at 4:45. It is Marshfield Fast Pitch Softball Association 4 18U fast pitch games tomorrow.